Now, number 6 is with Cal State East Bay, and this is an actual teacher internship agreement, whereby you have student teachers who are in a position for their credentialing program to recommend to the California Commission on Teacher Credentialing that that student have obtained an internship credential if that student has secured or can secure employment. And we've entered into this agreement with Cal State East Bay. They're a very good working partner with us and have been for a number of years.
You know what, Ms. Harrell, when you come back with that report,
Mhm.
can you also give us the number of interns that we have in the district?
Or that we have had.
Total? Yeah.
Yes.
And if you can also split them out between NEAs and ESS, that would be nice as well.
Fine, okay.
Thank you.
I think you told us last time you don't think we have any interns currently.
Right now, we have one.
So we hired one.
We hired one years past, and that individual is still on that internship credential.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so that would be good to know what.
Well, I'm assuming with these contracts that we're approving, we're going to be getting them in.
Well,
We don't get a lot in. It's not as if once we
Yeah.
get this contract, that's
Right.
our recruiting technique.
Right.
No, it
Right.
isn't.
Right.
We've had, over the last, I'd say 5 years, we've maybe had 3.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
We
Just
don't
have
do
it
So
in
a
place.
lot.
it's if we can't find a fully credentialed
Mhm.
teacher, then we'll look for an intern.
Mhm.
But to get an intern, we have to have a contract in place.
Correct.
And you know, I think interns are preferable to going to a long-term sub, which is just going to be 2 months. I mean, we should get someone
And the
who's
interns are very closely
there for the whole year.
supervised by their credentialing program.
Right. So my 2 questions on this are, is this, I think this is the first time we've seen the East Bay contract, is that right?
It's the first time you've seen it this year. We've seen it before. It may have been a few years ago, but
Mhm.
we've had it before.
Yeah. I mean, it has been upgraded with the new
New
CTC requirements in terms of supervision and mentoring by both IHE and the district.
Correct.
So, number one is a procedural question of should this be the first reading and do we need a second reading? And I'm looking at our president.
I'm listening.
Yeah, of whether this needs to come back to us as part of our normal practice.
In terms of initial, I see your point.
The
Because
mo-
of that change and that element has changed, or just in
Mhm.
general
Well-
as a document in front of us?
Which specific?
Well, it's really both points. I mean, it's a general document.
Well, I guess.
Usually contracts come to us
Mm,
twice, but this has bumped up the requirements on this specific contract.
Yeah, well, I just think procedurally what we've done in the past, because this is one of those, I won't say those, but a contract that is consistent, or we've seen it every other 2 or 3 years, I think happens. I mean, it
It's a
covers
renewal
normally,
contract.
right?
As opposed to a new contract.
And it's,
a
and I
brand
think
new
the other ones have been primarily in terms of the, kind of the board's desire to see certain things. There's been a value associated
Yeah, I'm
with
about
it,
to
or
say,
a
there's no
new,
value really to this
new
contract.
service. So
Right.
it's kind of a, in this case, it's more of a placeholder, but we may have some
We
reporting
may have some
interests to
some
have,
use
right?
for it, correct.
So I mean, I think it's the,
Right.
it's not been one in that category, I'll
Right.
say, but.
And like you said, there's no value really to this contract. There's no dollar
Monetary
amount,
value,
value.
right.
Yeah, there's no
Right.
dollar amount associated with it.
Mhm.
So, I mean, personally, I'm fine with approving it.
Mhm.
Without a double or a
Yeah.
second,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, then my substantive question is looking at page 8, which is sort of a good chart summary of the extent of the
Relationship, huh?
yeah of the
Mhm.
requirements. In particular, the middle column is the district support that needs to be provided. A total of 36 hours, at least 1 hour a week of mentoring and supervision, and 10 hours a week over the course of the school year on EL supervision in particular, and 60 hours of the intern attending
Mhm.
district and school site-sponsored professional development. Is the district prepared and to provide that level of support, supervision?
The
and
district is. I've talked to Dr. Rubio as well as Mr. LaBasse, and depending upon the particular field of interest, Dr. Balfe is available, and other staff in the district are available, because they, pretty much, a lot of them have been interns.
And I
So
believe,
they
excuse me,
support this relationship.
and I think Dr. Balfe is, it's part of her plan already to be supported. She's already spent lots of hours so far with the young gentleman who's, I hear, gotten off to a really great start. So if I don't know if you want to hear from Dr. Balfe on this or not.
So that would be great, if is the intern a science intern that we currently have? Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, if you approve this, and I really hope you will do it and do it quickly, because,
Let me add one other point. The way this contract is written is for science and special education,
right,
because all those are particularly difficult, along with math, areas to fill.
right.
Yeah.
But science in particular, and, I mean, I think you know that I spent a lot of time recruiting science teachers. We
sure.
got one, but not the second, and we have identified a young man who's working as a sub right now, because that's all he can work as. And I'm already mentoring him, and I have been amazingly impressed with what he has done already and he's teaching the chemistry and biology.
Oh, nice.
He has absorbed every word of coaching that I've offered and set things up. I mean, and I think if you talk to Miss Allen, she was also quite impressed. But that's part of the work that I am planning to do is to be supporting him.
And he will fulfill the reason that we're looking at this young man, he will meet the credentialing requirements to be credentialed. He'll meet the credentialing requirements to be credentialed in physics, in chemistry and biology.
And
So it's
that's-
not just we're getting someone who's unqualified. As an intern with the credentialing
Just
that he will
cover.
be seeking, he will be qualified to teach the specific subjects that we're looking for.
That's great.
Okay, so he has the subject matter
He-
already.
He has the
in
subject. He has a
chemistry and
major in
biology.
biochemistry,
Mhm.
and I've already talked with him at length. I showed him the curriculum that we've adopted for the chemistry. He immediately took it home overnight, understood that it was inquiry-based and it was really in the direction we needed. He took the biology home, mapped out the year over the weekend, you know,
Powerful.
before he even knew he was hired.
So high quality.
High quality.
We almost lost them to another school district.
And we
who-
almost lost him to another school
Who tried to
district.
get him at the last minute.
But he decided after seeing the other district that the other position was too many other teachers and he would just be floating and this would be a more meaningful. And he felt that Emery had a greater need and he wanted to
That's
serve.
great.
And he's also a young man who is a second language learner himself, who speaks beautiful English and is not knowing that this is an important aspect of it, said, you know, I've talked to my colleagues, do you understand what it's like to be a second language learner? I really want to reach out to those students.
And
So,
elevate the conversation.
yes.
That's pretty
so
sweet.
his native
That's really
language
good.
is Tagalog.
That's great.
Mhm.
Any other questions?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a comfort to know that you would be the
So
supervisor.
Please just do it.
No,
Thank
I
you.
mean.
So I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Any other questions about item 6?
No, again, I'm just so pleased that, staff is really going out recruiting and looking at bringing in high-quality teachers. That's one of the essentials as we move into this new facility, is bringing in these high-quality teachers. So again, I thank you all.
Every day.